Hi, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome to my channel. This is a place where I talk about all things health IT as well as HIM, Health Information Management. And in this video, I'm going to be wrapping up on our informatics series that we're doing all year long. So in the month of March, we were focused on bioinformatics. And to close things off, it's already April and I'm ready for the next, sector. But before I jump into that, I wanted to give you guys a summary about bioinformatics, more information about the field, just in case you watching me right now are interested in learning more and possibly being a part of this sector of informatics. So I'm actually going to share my screen and I'm going to cover with you some of the main details and notes that you should be familiar with if you're interested in being a part of this industry. So you should hopefully be able to see my screen right now. And we're just going to talk about the details regarding this industry. Okay. And so the first thing is, what is bioinformatics? And bioinformatics is where you are applying computational tools to analyze biological data sets. So someone that would want to be in this field will be someone who has a strong interest in biology, that has a strong interest in those hard sciences. You're going to be working with that type of data to be a part of this sector. They also have, just to add more to this, personalized medicine that can also be a part of this industry. They are trying to once again integrate biology and technology together. And it's not just going to deal with just biology alone, but also dealing with things such as diagnosing diseases, drug discovery, personalized medicine. All of these things are being done in the bioinformatics field. So if you're someone that has a strong love and desire to have a career where you're able to utilize your time taking your biology class and using those all those notes and information about DNA and things like that, then this may be an area of informatics that would suit you best. So what is the impact of this industry? Well, this industry is huge when it comes to tying into things such as clinical informatics. So there is a lot of information discovery that is found with the work that a bioinformatics professional would do that helps within the clinical side of a patient's care. So you're helping to save patients with the work that you're doing behind the scenes in bioinformatics. Also, I mentioned personalized medicine before. So, how to target a particular gene that someone may have, and through that therapy, be able to actually change a patient's life. Cancer oncology is also something that can be impacted by the specialty. Public health is another way that that bioinformatics can actually just play a major role or impact on the life of a patient as well, and rather populations, right? As well as drug discovery. And I mentioned that before, but they are dealing with, once again, the biological aspects, hard sciences, and using technology and incorporating technology to figure out great discoveries and great information. So, what skills do you need to have if you want to be in this area? Well, this is going to be a lot of programming involved. So, languages such as Python, R, and SQL are the core languages that are used in bioinformatics. And when I attended the AMIA conference last year, 2025, towards the fall, time of the year, I was sitting in on conferences and hearing people talking and having great conversation. And these languages are Python, they were common. They were a part of a lot of research that I saw people doing. So if you want to be in this industry, in this area, then you are going to need to be comfortable or learn how to program. Also, there is data science involved. So as you are dealing with data, right, you have to be able to manage those databases. So there are some roles out there where data science will come into play. We're talking about machine learning, database management, doing analysis with stats. There's a lot of data management obviously involved in this area, but once again, that all of those data sets are going to be related to some type of biological, situation. Genomes are going to be huge here. Transcription, all of the fun terms that we learned in our classes back when we were in college or high school. These are the things that you're going to be learning more about and looking into as you're doing your work. Soft skills. You want to be someone that can pay attention to detail. There's a lot of minute details that are going to be a part of these professions. And so you have to be someone that is very rigorous when it comes to paying attention to detail, and also being someone that is able to problem solve is going to be key here. Some jobs that are out there for folks that are hearing this and loving this more and more. Some jobs out there include being a bioinformatics scientist. There's the role of being an oncology bioinformatics analyst, clinical bioinformatician, healthcare data scientist, research scientist. Most of the time, a lot of the jobs that I've seen have been having them work and or having these professionals working in labs, but that's not the only place where you would find these professionals. You may find them working at vendor companies as well. Johnson and Johnson, just to give one example. So it's not only labs, but you will see a lot of people that are doing research and that are working in labs to do this work. But just remember, that's not the only place. You also have people working at hospitals, vendor companies, just like I mentioned earlier. So sky is the limit, but you will have to be, willing to dig in and be open and explore and see what exactly is out there. But there is a demand for these types of jobs. Now let's talk about the money, because money is very important to us. Me, I love money. I'm sure all of us here like money and, need it. So, what is the starting salary? Well, according to research here, entry-level bioinformatics scientists tend to have a starting salary, according to this research, of $77,000 a year with 1 to 2 years of experience. Now, I am not saying that is going to be what everybody gets. This is just data, just research that I received, but it can vary, just like with any other job, right? Your salary can vary. Senior level pay has been listed to be 120K a year. And this is going to be someone that's more experienced and they're in some type of biotech market role, and they are, taking charge. They may see themselves in the six figures. There is a 22% job growth within this field, which is very exciting. This is not a profession that's going to, or a sector that will just disappear. This is something that needs more people working in it. So if you, once again, are really interested or don't mind working with biology and, going back to all those things that we learned in college, then this may be where you want to start your career. And in terms of what to do, next steps, if you saw this presentation and you're like, this sounds like the perfect fit for me, what should I do next? Well, my recommendation is one, you check out AMIA, and AMIA is AMIA, and that is an organization where you will find the the stars and the noted professionals in this industry. Most of them are members of that organization. So I recommend looking up AMIA, and I will put their link to their website in this video at the bottom so that you can click on it. Also, researching and looking into schools. There's a lot of programs out there, graduate cert programs, masters, bachelors, etc. So reach out to these schools, introduce yourself, tell them about your interests, and they will also guide you and help you, hopefully, to give you more information. Also, there was an interview that I posted, my latest Health IT Playground interview. I had the honor to talk to PJ, and PJ is actually working in bioinformatics. So even watching her video is another way to see another lens to this industry. So I highly recommend watching that, and I will put that video right here somewhere on the screen. So if you want to watch that video and learn more about this industry and AMIA, please check it out. And then outside of that, my biggest recommendation for someone that is wanting to learn more about this particular sector is to use your resources. LinkedIn is huge. If you want to talk to someone that is currently in the field outside of reaching out to AMIA, which is a great resource as well, LinkedIn works as well. Find someone on LinkedIn that has a title or that is just in bioinformatics, send them a message. Send probably 5 or 10, to be honest, 'cause, folks are busy, but hopefully somebody will get back to you and be able to answer and talk to you about this industry. Ask them for about 10 or 15 minutes of their time to have a cute little coffee conversation and discuss this industry with them and see if this is the right fit for you. By doing all of that, you should hopefully maybe discover your next step, your next career move, or maybe realize that it's not for you. But it's all about discovery. That's why we're here to learn and see what's out there and then find what works for us. We're all different. So hopefully this gives you guys a better understanding about this industry. And once again, check out those links that I'll have below if you're interested in learning more about this industry. So with that being said, that wraps up bioinformatics for the month of March, and we're now in April, and I will be revealing our next informatics sector in the chat of, or not the chat, but in the community chat section of this channel. So that will be coming out soon, and you'll know what our next focus will be for this channel. So if you made it this long and you have not subscribed, click that subscribe button. It is free. You won't be charged to click on it, and continue to learn and do your best and find where you best fit here in this industry. Have a lovely, lovely day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you somewhere on social media. Bye.